This segment is sponsored by Rebath. If you've ever done any large-scale home improvement projects, you know when you try it yourself, they can drag on and on. But when you call in a team of experts like the folks at Rebath, they get the job done in a fraction of the time it would take you and often many other contractors. Donald Lynch is here from Rebath to explain how it all works. Good to have you here.
Thanks for having me, Catherine.
That's one of the beauties of working with Rebath is really how quickly you complete the job.
Absolutely. You know, in terms of our expertise, we're second to none. You know, we've been serving the West Michigan community here locally for almost 20 years, and from design to demolition to done, we take care of every aspect of the project. You know, again, starting with the in-home consultation. Our design team that are the most highly trained in the industry are coming in, helping curate the scope of the project to fit, you know, the homeowner's needs, working within their budget to find design elements that are going to dramatically change their bathroom and change their lives. And then moving forward and into the installation, we have the most highly trained installation team in the industry that, again, in terms of bathroom remodels, are doing anything you ask them to do. No project is too big or too small for us. So where it might take your average general contractor, you know, weeks and weeks and weeks to get a project done and working with all these individual subcontractors, with everything in our case scenario being turnkey and under one roof, it means that we're getting it done in days rather than weeks.
Let's put up some photographs of a project that you recently completed, and this was a full remodel, so they needed the whole bathroom. And this was a unique project, which really points up the importance of that design consultation you were talking about.
It absolutely does, and this is a brilliant example because, again, I think, you know, going into this bathroom, it would have scared the living daylights out of a lot of our competitors.
Yeah.
But the reality is, you know, we're able to go into every case scenario and have a solution for it. And you see, based on these images, the shower space especially was a very kind of unique component, you know, a very unique shape, and it shows off not just like our capacities and what we can do, but then how we execute it, our know-how, and how beautiful it looks after the fact. I mean, there was a variety of tricky aspects here in a window space there that transitioned not just from inside the shower space but to outside. So then we extended those shower walls then to drop over the wall onto that countertop, kind of a makeup vanity area, let's call it, and create kind of the accent wall aspect. But the key thing, again, with this one, and the reason the homeowner transitioned from going with like more of a traditional tile shower to one of our more waterproof models in our door bath shower systems was because we were coming in as part of a remediation process where they had to deal with a lot of water damage.
Yeah.
And she wanted to have something then in getting away from the tile that, one, was going to be more waterproof, but then two, a lot easier to clean and maintain. And it just shows there's no project that we can't do with the materials that we have on offer.
And speaking of the materials, these are high quality, and folks can see them in your showroom, which is on Broadmoor Avenue Southeast. We'll share the address in a minute, but and they're warranted, so that folks know that you stand behind what you're putting in their home.
Absolutely, and that's the peace of mind we want to give everybody in knowing that this is a one-time deal, one-time investment. We lifetime not just our product, but we lifetime warranty our labour also. So again, it doesn't just speak to the quality of the product, but it speaks to the quality of the installation. When we break it down to the nitty-gritty details of what's protected, the reality is everything, right?
Yeah,
We're stripping the existing space to the studs and starting over. And then the materials that we put in, aside from them being waterproof, like I mentioned, they will never chip, crack, stain, discolor, fade. That's under every single water type that West Michigan could throw at us, you know.
I love that. It's spring, so a lot of folks are wanting to dive in on these projects. Do we need to act to get on your list, so to speak, so that we're going to get our job done when we need it?
Absolutely. You know, there's never a bad time to call. Let's just phrase it that way. And the reality as well with ourselves, when people do call us and look for the in-home design consultation, you also mentioned the showroom, whether it be coming in there to take a look at what we have offer and get a bit more of a feel for the projects. But when we do start navigating through the process of design in your bathroom, we are not a price today, gone tomorrow kind of company. I mean, anybody in the industry can come in and apply high pressure tactics to try and get someone to make a decision that they don't have full peace of mind in.
Yeah.
With ourselves, we're giving people the peace of mind and knowing this is your price, this is the best price we can offer you, and you can plan ahead and call us in to do your job then whenever it feels right for you.
All right, it's time to get on that list. For a free design consultation, visit rebath.com or give them a call at 616-259-0000. 0423. Again, stop by that showroom at 3114 Broadmoor Avenue Southeast. Donald, good to see you. Thanks for being here.
Great to see you, Catherine. Thank you.